Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. Globie, or Globie Social, is going through a bit of a tumultuous time, a bit of a change. They are going to lose, as you can see here, 5 of their, I think, currently 14 talents. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that is 33%, a little bit over 33% actually, of their talent roster is going to be graduating around by the 4th of October. They're all going to be gone. This is Rhubarb, Kiri Kilovolt, Vance Van Creed, Taring Hu, and Reina Rondronea. I believe Rondrea. And Rondronea, one of those. But yes, I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry. So Kiri Kilovolt is the first one I'm going to talk about. Basically, they did a lot of thinking. I'm not going to be reading it fully. I'll leave it here for you guys, of course. Because I also have their words, not mine, being put here. It says, there were ongoing challenges that made it harder for me to do what I love in the way that I hoped. Over time, I realized that the way I hoped to create and grow didn't fully align with the path that we were on. So I decided I should take the next step alone. In basically mentioning when they're going to be leaving, that stream is going to be the 20th. Memberships will end a month after that. No new outfits for Kitty Kittable. Now let us go to her words. And again, her words, not mine.
There were many projects and opportunities which never really came to fruition despite my best efforts. Over time, it became increasingly clear that the direction and pace weren't aligned with my hopes and dreams. I often found myself doing much more than what was expected, which eventually took its toll.
So that is the important part. It is, for her, it was specifically change in direction. Change in management, like the management, the way that they did it, it just didn't align with her stuff. And I'm randomly showing you Shizuko, just for no reason whatsoever. They also enjoy McLaren F1 for no reason whatsoever. And let's continue on to Rhubarb. Of course, they're saying here, extremely grateful for the opportunities. Became clear that certain goals weren't aligning with the company direction. And she says thank you and everything like that. October 13th is when the memberships will close. September 13th is when they're going to be leaving. She says a lot of love. You know, she sends a lot of love to their community. And, of course, her words here.
The reason being for this was disagreements with company direction and management. I wanted to continue as Rhubarb and be the best president that I could for everyone. But I have to put myself first and step away. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity that Globie has given me, and this decision was not easy at all. But it was in my best interest to separate.
So there you go. As well, there were some just differences that could not be hashed out, and I apologize, it's just differences also in the sound levels for each one of them. Everyone has different sound levels for their streams. I do apologize for the differences in sound as well. And a random crab around here for no reason whatsoever. This is an account, Kanizawa, again, for no reason whatsoever, that I have it right after that. And then, of course, we have next is going to be Vance Van Creed. His is a bit different from everyone else's. He just felt he couldn't do, he wasn't there enough for it to justify him staying. Because he did have a massive reduction in how frequently he was able to stream. He felt it wasn't good enough for his community. It wasn't good enough for he was failing people, is from what I understand, from what I've understood from the whole thing. And let's have him say it in his own words.
I'm not able to meet you guys. I'm not able to do things that make me go, hey, I'm a part of Globie, you know? And sure, there are managerial issues, there are some goals, aspirations that I haven't been able to get towards. And a lot of things have culminated into me making this decision. And I'll be stepping back and focusing on basically trying to become a better me.
So it seemed like it was a more personal thing for him. He did mention that there are managerial issues, but that's not the main reason why he did it. He did it because there was just some stuff that he wanted to work through himself, from what it looks like. And again, a random Lindo ends up being around here just for the random reason. I cannot tell you exactly why. It's just, I just happen to have this page open right after Vance Van Creed. That's all I can say there. You make of it what you will, and the order of it what you will. There we go. Next is Reina Ronia. and she had a very tearful thing that she had to explain to her community, of course. And she has her announcement right here, as mentioned. She blames herself a lot of it. Seems like a lot of it. She also says, difficult things I had to do in my whole life. Very scared of the dark future ahead. You give me so many good memories. Despite me being extremely grateful for the company's support, come to situations where my expectations as an artist and content creator have not been met. So another thing with the management. Now, I don't know if this is because the management itself is not getting enough money, so they can't do the things properly, or what. But it does seem that management is a deciding factor in a lot of them. Vance is the only one that's kind of an outlier, and it's just his own personal. He just felt he wasn't doing enough. And here we have Reina explaining her situation here.
However, during this past almost 2 years, I have felt as well as if I was being the one pushing the gears. My chains were sometimes way too heavy, and my expectations were also crushed. Although I would say that most of my projects and ideas were always approved, it really took a big toll on me having to be the managing hand every step I took. And this is because of how I am and how I take things in life, I guess. But personally, at the end, I was feeling like I wasn't working hard enough, that I wasn't doing good enough, that I wasn't good enough for this. Furthermore, coming back to the UK.
So yeah, she felt that she had to do way too much. Basically, the support wasn't there. And it took a toll mentally on her. And also, she had to go back to the UK, which, you know, threw a big wrench in the whole thing already. So those were the two main reasons why she mentioned that she was going to be leaving. And that does suck. It does suck for them to be experiencing that. It does suck for them to have to go through all of that. Next, of course, we have a random Oshiriko, who is, empty right now, but it is a random Oshiriko that just popped up in my feed right after Reina Rondonea. Just random, again, don't make of it what you will. And of course, we have Taring Hu, who had their announcement as well, and they had their specific one here. As the year goes by, my expectations grow, and as well as a lot of opportunities are missed due to this. This leaves a lot of missed opportunities for my personal growth. The longer I stay, the more disappointment I feel due to the clash of my expectations versus management's. So it seems like management, for the most part, from a lot across the board, was not able to keep up with what the talents, the very creative talents, wanted to do with their time in the company. Like I said, it could very well be just that the company itself wasn't paying them enough, wasn't paying the management enough to be able to continue doing the stuff with the talents. Let's see what she has to say.
So yeah, but again, as more opportunities are given, the more expectation and goal I want to achieve as a VTuber. But ever since then, I have met with a lot of disappointment and more disappointment. Even though I tried to find a silver lining in this in Globie, I am unable to do so. I guess it's because of the clash of my expectation versus Globie, versus the management. So, I think you guys can guess by now what is.
So yeah, that's what she said. Expectations, like I said before, between her and management, they just weren't able to keep up with all the creativeness that each and every one of them had. And of course, a very random Muku Mamai here on Twitter right after that. Make of it what you will. It's just randomly, man, these things just pop up all of a sudden. I apologize for that. All these things just popping up. Who knows why? But again, I do wish each and every single one of them the best luck forever. And, I know they're going to be doing very well because they're all very creative people. And they are all, of course, amazing people behind the scenes as well. So I do thank you guys for staying with me for this whole one, because this is a long one. But I do, again, wish them the best. Last Power from the Kurosanji subreddit, there are some good people there, has something here for RTX on and RTX off for Bae. And the person who is the Bae Taotan, the Bae cosplayer here. And of course, they had to flip it in order to get it to look the same size. Oh no, they didn't flip it. Never mind. Yeah, they did. Actually, here was flipped. Here was flipped. I think they took a picture in the mirror, maybe. And here they flipped it to be correct rat and everything like that. So, yeah, there you go. It's RTX on and RTX off. just a little bit of interesting things for you guys. We have some news with MIchi V. MIchi V is, of course, an English-speaking VTuber in Indonesia that used to be a part of VShojo, and VShojo no longer exists, so she's not a part of it. We are moving on to what she's been doing. She is going to be having a special subathon event, IRL Walkies Week. Let me show you around a part of my country. Bali, then ending it off with Anime NYC. So she herself is not going to be walking these. It is going to be, however, a friend, a person carrying a camera for her, that type of thing, someone that she knows and trusts. And it's going to be time to touch grass, y'all. Independence Day. The 17th is Independence Day, or at least was Independence Day. It is, of course, already had happened on Sunday, I believe, the 17th. On the 18th, Pura Luhur Uluwatu is going to be one of the places in Indonesia, I believe. And Bali. And of course, you have Monkey Forest and Pasar Seni Ubud. You have Pura Luhur Tanah Lot. And then you have Bali Zoo Park Walkies and Anime NYC on the 22nd. So she's going to be at Anime NYC. So this is going to be, like I said before, it is something specifically just, her kind of walking around, kind of how other people like carry a camera to walk around Filian or other people there. It is going to be something that she's going to be doing with them. And it's all a part of the Scamberthon thing that she's doing. It is going to be fun for the viewers. Of course, I think the reason why she's not doing it in such a big way, it's obvious. It is very obvious. Because sometimes people may know where she is and quote-unquote stream sniper, by finding out where she is. And it's happened before to other streamers. So this is one of the reasons why a lot of streamers don't do walkarounds in obvious places, because especially if you're a VTuber, you're a VTuber because you don't have your face known, and getting your face known by someone that's going to maybe go a little bit too far and try to snipe you on stream in the sense of finding where you are, it's very scary. Very scary. So I do wish her the best, and I'm glad that she has someone that's going to be able to do this for her. Asagi Ame is an ENJP VTuber who is a fish, Twin Turbo, Twitch partner, Koi Fish VTuber Cannibal, all that kind of fun stuff. Well, she recently on her Discord ended up having an announcement. It is a mini graduation. It says, I just wanted to announce to everybody that I'll be retiring, graduating, or whatever it is called on the internet. Last 3 years has been amazing. I've met so many cool people and done some weird stuff on the internet. Hope I made my mark and I left you guys with at least a happy memory or two. I miss you guys a lot. I hope to see you in another lifetime. Thanks for everything, my seaman. That last one is interesting because the way you say it sounds like something absolutely different. Ahoy, any hole is a goal. Keep being say-so. Amen. And of course, here we go with the mini graduation that they're going to be having their final stream on the 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, I'll miss you. Thank you for being my friend. A lot of people are just very sad that they're going to be going. Of course, every single person, no matter what size, you do have fans. You do have people that are there for you. People that want to see you continue to grow, continue to be amazing, your amazing self. And it is sad to see people go. I'm so incredibly humble and grateful to read all of your messages and comments of support and all the well wishes. I hope we can meet together on my last stream and spend a few last moments together. So grateful to everyone I've met and spoke to. You mean the world. And of course, people are doing all these things here. So that is, it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see others give so much love to a VTuber, give so much love to an indie VTuber, that they were able to reach so many hearts. Cassian Floros of First Stage Production EN, of course, they have Ravanis and Avalum, which are the two male generations so far inside of First Stage Production EN. They're doing extremely well. Well, they have announced that they will be going on a hiatus until November 1st. This is their announcement here. It says, hey, Dewdrops, as previously announced, I'll be on hiatus between September 8th and October 31st. So the rest of August is going to be fine. I'll be streaming with less frequency and mostly unannounced during that period, so more guerrilla streams. I hope that time passes quickly and that I can see you guys again very, very soon. So it is sadly something that people are going to have to be dealing with. People who do enjoy Cassian Floros of First Stage Production. It says, miss you so much. A lot of people are going to miss them. A lot of people, of course, enjoyed their specific brand of energy that they have, their specific brand of content, etc. Everyone has, even me myself, I have people who enjoy what I do. I am always surprised they do, but I do have that on occasion. So, of course, people are being sad. Of course, people are going to be sad about this. It is normal for people to be sad about this. But I'm glad that people don't, at least I haven't seen it here, people do not say, oh, no, you shouldn't. Please don't do this. You know, that kind of thing. There are a couple of people who will try to do that, but usually they're pretty much controlled by the community. More than likely, most people will not be doing that. So either way, I am glad that they made the decision to go on a hiatus, because that means they're either going to burn out or they have other personal things that they have to deal with before, dealing with this. And always personal stuff and health, etc. are always first. So my best wishes to Cassian and Floros, and I hope they return. When they return super energetic and with the same energy they had before they left. Globie, or Globie Social, is the Europe-based VTuber group, VTuber organization, agency, whatever you want to call it, from Brave Group. And they recently have been mentioning that they are going to VeXpo. They are absolutely going to VeXpo, as well as a lot of other bigger VTubers. We have our Globie Chronicles merch is here. Isekai Happy Coat, Chibi plus acrylic standees, keychains, t-shirts, random badges, limited stock. So this is the merchandise lineup that they have here. All of their Globie Social individuals here. They have the Happy, which is, of course, the one that is usually worn at idol concerts to show who your Oshi is, usually, from what I understand. You have t-shirts. The Happy is actually not expensive for, well, 50 pounds, actually. 50 pounds is something like 75 bucks. So, never mind. It is a little bit expensive. But, I mean, it's affordable in the sense of the way that VTuber merch goes. They do have acrylic keychains that you can get for cheaper. Chibi panel standees, which also are less expensive. Acrylic standees are less expensive as well. You don't have to get the Happy because not everyone likes them either. And you get a limited edition shopping bag with 20 pounds or more at the booth. Because VeXpo is in the UK, so everything is in British pounds. And this is nice. This is going to be a short one, of course, compared to other ones, but it's nice that they have all of this merch for VeXpo. In this part, we have Subaru and Salome. Subaru is the one on the right of your screen. The left of your screen is Salome, of course. Salome is a part of Niji Sanji. She was a solo debutante, as well, debut, whatever you want to call it. And Subaru is, of course, part of a generation of hololive. And they are talking about the differences in vibes between Niji Sanji and hololive. Why am I talking about this? Just to kind of let it hit home that there are differences. Yes, hololive has its issues, but not as much as, Niji Sanji when it comes to even the vibes inside of it.
雰囲気の違い
話とかしてて
でもなんか思うのは、やっぱりホロライブの方って2時って人数がすごい多いじゃないですか、もう多分100人超えてると思うのよ。
やべえすげえ100人超えやってよ。
多分もうポケモン初期ポケモンだんだん今迫ってきてると思うんだけどすげえだけどホロライブの方って人数がその100人とかいないじゃないですか、だからすごいもっと密だなって思うホロライブの方がなんか2時間ではクラスメイトって同じ学校
でも話聞いててなんかホロライブはなんかみんなね絶対一回は話したことあるみたいな感じが強くて、
そうですわよね。
でもなんかサロちゃんの話を聞くとそうじゃないんだみたいな。
そう全然話したことない方もいるし、学校の中でも私は友達いない方だけど他のそんなことないでそのクラス内でも多分話したことない人多分いると思うんだけど、もっと知らないクラスよりもって人もいっぱいいる、だからでもたまにすれ違って何々さんなんかこの間何々してるの見てましたお疲れ様ですみたいな例えばコラボとか企画とかの時にすごいこの間なんかライブやられてましたわよねすごかったですみたいな。
弁当もらいに行かないの？
どういうこと？何言ってるの？
Oh God.
なんかホロライブはわかんない座るだけかもしれないけど、その今日誰がいるんですかみたいなことを散歩がてらチェックしに行くの暇だから休憩時間とかにでなんかまるまるいるじゃんみたいになったらおいみたいなこんにちはって入っててでその後にお腹とか減っててお弁当があったらねお弁当余ってないわけとか言ってでお弁当余ってるよって言ったらいただきますって言ってもらってくれる。
See, that is the difference that I wanted to kind of point out a little bit. It is in Niji Sanji, they treat it more like a school, I guess, and that can be, very soul crushing to someone who is very social, because that can mean that they can't go and talk to very many people. Now, when it comes to Salome, she said she usually didn't have very many friends, so it's nice for her to have friends that she does, and she does have a lot of friends, a lot more friends than you would expect inside of Nijisanji because of the culture that we know inside of Nijisanji, where they pit people against each other, they pit competition, they make it competitive the whole time. When hololive, for all its faults and all the things that do happen in hololive, remember, they have the freedom to do a lot of things. Like recently, you had the Lapis doing her BDSM stuff. You have a lot of freedom in there to do as you please, as long as you don't break TOS. They give them a lot of freedoms to talk to each other, to collab with each other, to just hang out with each other, things like that. For all the failures that yes, corporations have, yes, they do have them. You can't really compare the two when it comes to negative things because hololive has not done anywhere near as bad as Nijisanji in their stuff. Bae, or Hakos Bales, is a female English-speaking VTuber with hololive. Hololive EN Promise. It used to be Council originally. Council, Councilress, and now Promise. And of course, the remaining members, Sana graduated, Fauna graduated, and so did Mume. The original members are her, Crony, and of Council. It's just her and Crony. But Councilress / Promise, it is her, Crony, and Iris. Moving on to what we're actually talking about, just giving you guys a little bit of a background of that. I do that, I'm sorry, but yes. We are talking about Forward with Bae Part 3. Here comes the last ad in Taichung. Thanks to every participant. 8:15 to 9:15. KKA 6162 is a specific bus that's going to be having it. Taichung 3541 and 290. Illustration is for R Loose 654. And here is the full look of it. Forward with Bae. There we go. That is actually awesome. It looks really good. The artist that did it, amazing. You also have the Bae Tarantula. Little bits and pieces of Bae lore there, which is awesome. On the other side, same thing. And of course, there's a full look of everything in the video to show every little bit of it. I don't know how the hell they do it, how they've done it so well, but I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm glad that Bae has fans and a fan base that strong that can do that for her. I am very glad that they can, of course, have that there. Track the bus with the app, and Bae responds, "You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Oh my god." So yeah, they got a response from Bae. They did, and it's like, they're happy. You're welcome. I mean, I had no part in any of this, but still, didn't know you could advertise this way. That kind of thing there. Brats really are crazy about you. So it's a big Jadon my soul to her. So that's wonderful to see. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is because I want it to be a good space for VTubing where we can actually look at VTubers without looking at news or drama or whatever we want to call it. Today, we're going to be talking about Kazahana, who is a Ice Elf VTuber. We're going to take a look at them there. Girl Failure Elf, Iced Coffee Consumer, and a little bit of a clip for you of what they do.
Visitors, there we go. Okay, Dear Daniel, birthday May 3rd. Dear Daniel is a charming, sophisticated world traveler and photographer. Boyfriend to Hello Kitty, he has a keen eye for capturing beautiful moments. This is Hello Kitty's boyfriend? I didn't know Hello Kitty had a boyfriend. You're telling me Hello Kitty has a boyfriend and I don't? Bro, that's... Bro. No, that's crazy.
And of course, as always, I do try to show you guys the YouTube channel. Here's the YouTube channel with, of course, some videos, some shorts, as everyone will have. That's why I keep saying, of course, because everyone will have this. And their live section. Not everyone will have the live section where everything is connected to each other. So this one seems to be more a bit of a VOD repository. Thank you so much, Kali, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always. And of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. All those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.